Hello there. Before we start the video, let's know about Upptalk. Upptalk is a live, interactive platform for software training, furnishing robust personalities who could take on universal business platforms. This training video is about NetSuite. NetSuite is a cloud-based ERP that has created a cloud-based business management platform that is utilized by over 31,000 fast-growing businesses worldwide. This platform comprises a set of tools that assist firms in running their operations, understanding their performance, and driving significant efficiency improvements and cost reductions. Here in this video, we will cover all the core concepts of NetSuite, how NetSuite is helpful, and what is NetSuite scope. And finally, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and check out other videos related to the latest technologies on our Upptalk channel. Let us get started.
Keep this session a mix of you can say a demo as well as the training as well. Okay, so just to start off with, I would like to give you a brief background of what NetSuite is. You might already know about it, but I'll just give a brief background of what NetSuite is, and then we'll start off. So NetSuite is a cloud-based ERP, true cloud-based ERP in the real sense, which was found, or you can say, which came into around mid 2000s, and recently, a couple of years back, it was taken over by Oracle, because Oracle had a big, you can say, vacuum in the cloud space. That's the reason it took over NetSuite, and NetSuite is mainly good for mid-market, you can say, organizations. So not too big, not too small. So it's a mix. You can say it has a lot to offer for the mid-market edition. And recently, NetSuite crossed around 24,000 customers or clients across the globe who are using NetSuite. Because NetSuite is cloud-based, JD Edwards is, you can say, in-house product wherein you cannot host it on the, you can say, browser. Maybe in the, you can say, in the recent time, it might have done something on the JD Edwards side. I'm not that updated on that side, but NetSuite is a, you can say, a true cloud ERP in the true sense, because for NetSuite, what you require is just an internet connection and a browser. And if you have the access, if you have the login credentials, you can access it from anywhere at any point in time. Maybe you are sitting at home, you are sitting in a airport lounge, you are sitting in a hotel, or you are sitting on a roadside. It doesn't matter. I think that's not the case with Jetty Edwards. You can say a requirement. So it's not a, you can say, heavy bandwidth that is required for NetSuite to run. So we have seen that even now on if you have mobile hotspot, you can start using NetSuite. So I have seen many people using Geo, the Geo Mobile or Geo Wi-Fi on and using NetSuite. So it's a thin client. It doesn't require much bandwidth as such.
Okay.
Any questions, or shall we proceed? So if you have, you can say, seen or you can say read somewhere about 40,000. I'll not say it's wrong. It's, you can say that there might be 40,000 subsidiaries or legal entities that might be using NetSuite. 24,000 is the number wherein it gives a number of logos or organizations that are using NetSuite.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
40,000 might be that a particular organization might have their operations in multiple countries. So if you're saying that those multiple subsidiary, you can say, countries are treated as differently, then yes, it might be far more than 40,000. But if you are talking about individual customers or different logos that are using NetSuite, it's 24,000.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So NetSuite has one, you can say, the latest product that they have come up with. So just to give you a brief introduction, not introduction, just to give you a brief information, as this is a demo, you can say, session that we are having, and more focusing on some information and some queries that you have. Okay, I'm not you can say going deep into what we are going to do during the training sessions. Okay, so in case if you have any queries related to it, you can just let me know. So I'm just giving you a overall information of what NetSuite has to offer, and then maybe from tomorrow we'll start off with the actual sessions. Okay, so NetSuite recently, maybe around a decade ago, came up with a new product called as OneWorld. So what OneWorld means is you can create multiple subsidiaries, or in other words, multiple legal entities. So if a particular organization has their operations in multiple, you can say, countries, so all those multiple legal entities can be created in one instance itself. Instance is nothing but a NetSuite account. Okay, and the consolidation can be happen at the parent level. So just to give you a brief example, let's talk about Tata Group. Okay, so Tata has multiple, you can say, legal entities in multiple countries. So let's talk about Tata Motors, Tata Tea, then we have Titan, then we have many more. Okay, so these legal entities or different country, you can say companies can be created, and those can be consolidated at a parent level. And these can be into multiple countries, or it can be in a single country as well. So, and all these legal entities can have their own base currency. So some might have, if in case if you have operations in US, you might have USD as your base currency. In case if you have operations in India, you might have INR as the currency, and many more. In case if you have in Singapore, it would be Singapore dollars. So each and every legal entity can have its own base currency, and they can have their own tax jurisdictions, and they can have their own chart of accounts as well. Or in case if required, we can also have a consolidated chart of accounts. What a chart of accounts means, I'll give you the details during the sessions. In case if you have a ERP background, you might be well aware of what a chart of account is, or what nomenclature stands for chart of accounts. Any queries till now? So talking about that, NetSuite, in NetSuite, the data can be imported via CSV. Are you aware of what is a CSV file?
Yeah. CSV, Excel file. Yeah. Comma.
Excel file. It's a form of an Excel. So in case if you're able to generate or extract the data in the form of CSV from your legacy system, then it would be very easy for us to migrate the data into NetSuite. We have some templates, we have or we can do the mapping as well. And during the course of the sessions, I'll also be showing you how you can upload the data via CSV. Okay, so this can be done. You can import all the you can see master data. Master data is nothing but customer, vendors, items, employees, and contacts. Similarly, in case if there are any open transactions, if you want to upload any transactions such as purchase orders, sales orders, invoices, and many more, that can also be done via CSV.
Okay.
Apart from that, in case if you are integrating NetSuite with any third-party applications, NetSuite offers various APIs which can be used for scripting, and that can be integrated with with all the third-party softwares as well. So it's a very you can say a robust system wherein you can integrate with third-party softwares, and the handshake can happen, and the data can be pushed or pulled out of NetSuite as required. So the thing here is there are various EDI providers as well. So in case if you might have heard of SPS, Commerce, or any other EDI providers, so there can be integration between these third-party softwares via these EDI providers. So these can be done via RESTless as well, or in case I don't think we directly integrate it via CSV, so that can be done via web services or SOAP APIs. And these third party you can say softwares can be integrated via middleware, which can be so in case if there is EDI from the marketplace that wants to get integrated with NetSuite, that is possible. And in case if you want to do a direct handshake instead of using a middleware, you can just directly do it via APIs. To be frank, the only issue that we face is data massaging.
Okay.
Okay. So if you are able to extract the data in the required format from your legacy system, it's not a big deal. It's not a big issue importing that into NetSuite. If I'm talking about correct formats, we can have those formats set up, and in case that can be extracted from the legacy system, it's not a big deal. It can be done very you can say smoothly. Only the thing here is that the data should be proper, and you can say it should require minimum massaging once the data has been extracted from the legacy system. See, as mentioned, you're not. It can be done via CSV for the means. That's the first thing. The other thing would be you can say integrating it with the other systems. Okay, but as you mentioned, it's a legacy system. You're not going to use the legacy system in the future, so you're not going to you can say put much efforts to do a handshake, do all the scripting, and you can say create an integration with your legacy system and NetSuite, right? So
Yes, sir.
it's a one-time activity that you have to do: extract the data from your legacy system and upload it into NetSuite.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay. So going ahead, as mentioned, NetSuite is a cloud-based ERP. Are we aware what is a cloud-based ERP? So the thing here is, see, there are two things. One, whether a particular software is in-house. Okay, in-house in the sense you develop a particular organization or company develops it from scratch. Okay, as per their requirements, and it's not, you can say, on it doesn't require an internet connection as such. You have the only requirement is you have to go to the office and wherever it is installed on a particular machine, you can start using it, and it has their own servers, or that particular organization has its own servers where the data is stored. Okay, this is a normal in-house, or you can say a normal software, but this has its own limitations, wherein you have to invest a lot on you can say developing the software from scratch, and also it requires a lot of administrators to, you can say, make required changes to that software. And the you can say biggest problem currently the world is facing as well, right? Most of the people are working from home. So in case if that is the case, the users are not able to you can say use that particular software. So to fill in this space, you can say organizations or ERPs or softwares came up with a cloud-based product or a SaaS model. SaaS is nothing but software as a service. So the other example of SaaS model would be, or you can say, take an example of your phone plan, okay, mobile plan. You pay for whatever service that you use, okay. So you might have a 399 plan, 499 plan, 899 plan, depending on your use. You generally pay for that service. In the similar fashion, to you can say cater to the requirements of the users, NetSuite or many other you can say cloud-based ERP came up with their own platform. Those can be modified, or those things can be modified as per the requirement of the organization. So the cloud-based, in the sense, they have their own platform. What you require is just so do you get the difference between a cloud-based or a SaaS-based software and a normal software or in-house ERP? In case of NetSuite, NetSuite is a cloud-based ERP. So as mentioned, it works on a SaaS model as well, wherein it's SaaS is nothing but a software as a service. So you pay for whatever you use. Okay, there are various modules available in NetSuite. So modules in the sense, a particular company might require only financials. So you can procure only financials. In case if you are into manufacturing, you can uh, procure the manufacturing module as well. In case if you are into project management, you can have project management as well. In case if you are into, if you want fixed assets as well to be managed, that can also be procured. So there are various modules that can be procured as, or you can say uh, made available as per your organization requirements. Okay, and accordingly, those can be, you can say, set up into NetSuite. And everything that you see here in NetSuite is in real time. Okay, a particular person might be sitting here in Mumbai. Someone might be sitting maybe in San Francisco. If someone saves something there, the moment he saves something, it would be available for the user who is sitting here in Mumbai as well. So everything that you see, all the reports that you see, all the transactions that you see in NetSuite are in real time. Okay, so in other words, geography is history. It doesn't matter where you are sitting, from where you are working, everything that would be available would be in real time. Any questions, any queries? So that was one thing. Maybe this is just a demo. I have not started the training yet. Maybe we'll start that tomorrow. So I'll just move to the last leg of this demo. Generally, I have a presentation that we go through, but as we have some people who have already enrolled, I have not gone through that. But this is how the NetSuite sessions would be, wherein we'll show you right from right from scratch, from what are the preferences that are there, what are the features that are available, how the dashboard look like, how the dashboard can be set up, how the transactions can be entered, how the processes can be set up, how the customizations can be done on the functional side. In case if you want to, you can say edit a form. In case if you want to create some custom things, custom fields, custom records, that can be done. We'll show you how the reports can be configured, how the reports can be customized, how the workflows can be set up. So all these would be taken care of during the next sessions. And as mentioned, NetSuite is a cloud-based ERP. Every user or every organization that is using NetSuite is always on the latest version of NetSuite. There are no two versions available for NetSuite. Everyone or every customer would have the latest version, and NetSuite comes up with a release every, you can say, twice every year. Okay, it's free of cost. It's available for each and every organization or customer that is using NetSuite. It doesn't matter whether you are sitting in Africa or US. All the customers will have the latest version of NetSuite, wherein NetSuite comes up with new releases, new features, enhancements, and all are taken care of by NetSuite itself. So generally the first release is during Feb or March of the year, and the second release is during August and September, or somewhere around that. So I think that's it from my end. In case if you have any questions, you can ask me. You can get enrolled accordingly in case if you want to, and then we'll start off the actual sessions from tomorrow. Over to you.
Okay.
You don't need to take the data backup. NetSuite will take care of everything. Everything is taken care of by NetSuite. The uptime available for NetSuite is 99.97. So it's available 24/7. Only during the updates or the releases, it's down maybe for an hour or so. And NetSuite tells you that in advance. And generally, it happens during the night as when the users are using NetSuite at the minimum. And it's not like that all the users or all the customers have the update at the same time. Different customers have different, you can say, release time predefined for each. See, there are two things here, whether you want to go into implementation or you want to be an end user. In case if you are to be an end user, you can just contact an organization which is using NetSuite. Or you can do some freelancing wherein you can do data entry and all other stuff for some of the organizations. In case if you want to go into implementation, you can approach various you can say companies or you can say solution providers or alliance partners who implement NetSuite. And accordingly, you can be a consultant wherein you can implement NetSuite for various clients.
Okay, so for that, any technical knowledge is required or functional is okay for as a functional consultant?
For functional consultant, no technical knowledge is required. I have seen people from commerce background, from BCom background, being very good consultants.
Okay.
Let me answer your first question. Financials, yes. The other modules which are there, maybe will not you can say go into that detail, but in case if you want to, we can have those sessions, because not all users require that particular information, right? So in case if you have not gone through the course content, I can ask the people at Cloud Foundation to share the course content with you, wherein you can go through what are the things that would be covered during the sessions, because it's very difficult to complete all those modules in 20 sessions, right? So in case if you have, you can say, if you want to have knowledge into a specific module, you can let us know. We can conduct a separate training for you accordingly. But most of the stuff, most of the things that are available in NetSuite are, you can say, you can do some self-study as well. So in case if you want to understand a particular module, the help is available. You can, once you know the basics of NetSuite, you can go ahead and have the knowledge of those modules as well.
Okay.
That would be a part of the training. As mentioned, reports, save searches, dashboards, customizations, creation, customizing some forms, creation of custom fields, records, that would be part of the training.
Okay. Yeah, thanks.
Enable all the features, all the preferences. So this will help you out. Whatever training that will be conducting would help you out in at least preparing for the Suite Foundation exam that NetSuite has to offer.
Okay.
In case you might have heard of.
Yes. And also one more thing, we have certain certifications in NetSuite like administrator, like ERP consultant, and developer. So you'll be focusing more on functional side, right? Like ERP functional side certification compared to administrator. Yeah.
See, the first thing here is, for maybe you are a technical guy or a functional guy. In case if you want to be a developer, if you want to go for a developer exam or a functional administrator or consultant exam, the first milestone is Suite Foundation, which requires functional knowledge or the basic knowledge of NetSuite. So that would be taken care of during this training.
Okay.
And
fine.
then you can decide whether you are technical or functional. In case if you are technical, then you can go for developer exam. In case if you are functional, then you can either go for administrator or consultant exam.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
From the storage point of view, NetSuite offers means there is no bar on the number of transactions or how many transactions that can be entered or something like that. But in case if you are storing something, some documents on in the file cabinet of NetSuite has around provides around 10 GB of storage. And in case if you want to, if you have used those and want to have additional space, you can buy it from NetSuite. NetSuite also has integration with the box available. So in case if you want to go for box, you can go for that. Talking about the licensing, I think that this is not the right forum, or because the prices changes depending on the geography that you are in, depending on the modules that you require, depending on the number of licenses that you have, and depending on the agreement that you sign up with NetSuite. So maybe the NetSuite would be the right person, or you can say right thing to give you the commercial information. The roles can be set up in NetSuite. So in case if you want to give some permissions to specific users, yes, you can go ahead and do that.
No,
So
no.
that would be
What I'm
also,
saying is,
if you are a good learner, you can learn anything anywhere, right? So it doesn't matter whether you understand the terminologies. The terminologies that are used here are generally used across the globe. The nomenclature or something might be different, but at the end, everything remains the same. Okay, so uh, in case if you're working for a particular organization and you're working only on a particular module, it's up to you whether you want to stick to that module or you want to expand your horizon and start working on the other modules as well. So as mentioned that there are certifications. There is no specific module related certification available. First, you have completed your Suite Foundation. Suite Foundation will include all the basic information of all the things that are available in NetSuite. Okay, then once you have 2 to 3 years of experience in implementation, then you can go for administrator and consultant exam, which involves all the modules as such. So it's not specific to a particular module as it is available in
okay.
SAP.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And one more, like I have a doubt, I'm not sure. You are saying NetSuite, it includes the CRM and OneWorld. You are saying those are other products, or it included in this NetSuite? CRM, e-commerce, and OneWorld.
Everything,
I have.
everything is you don't need some anything separate. Everything is included in one thing only, or one account only. The only thing is whether you want to use it or not, or whether as per your requirements, whether the company has procured it or not. In case if you go for the simplest or a vanilla instance, CRM is by default a part of it. You don't need to procure that module separately. So it depends, right? In case if you're into manufacturing, you'll require manufacturing module. In case if you're into wholesale distribution, you'll not require manufacturing. So it depends. In case if you are a software company, in case if you're a construction company, you might require project management. You might require fixed assets. It's up to you whether you want to use HR module or not. You can integrate it with third-party HR module. CRM is available, but in case we have seen people using different third-party software such as Salesforce for CRM. So in case if you want to integrate NetSuite with Salesforce, you can do that. NetSuite has some of the modules, means most of the modules, but in case if you want to integrate it with another software or third-party modules, that is also possible. So it doesn't, you can say, depend on what is used mainly. It depends on the organization and their requirement, what modules that they would like to use. You can say a manufacturing company might not require project management, so they might not procure that, right? So the basic thing here is the financials, the inventory management, CRM, customer support. All these are available in the vanilla instance itself. So in case if you procure some other additional modules or not, this would be available in the basic package that NetSuite has to offer. I couldn't get your complete question, but what I understood is, see, it depends whether you want. See, technical in the sense, in case if you're going to code something, you're going to write scripting, then you'll require technical knowledge. Or else you don't need to have the technical knowledge. On the functional side, you can use those modules, you can learn those modules, their functioning as well. The scripting, in case if you are going to code something, then you will require technical knowledge, or else technical knowledge is not required in NetSuite. Wherein will show you whatever can be done, whatever basic things that are required, and no matter whether you have knowledge to a specific module or not, we'll take it from scratch. We'll show you what NetSuite has to offer, and in case if you have any queries, we can go through that. No, you don't need to. Just understand the basic terminologies, what a general ERP has to offer, not specific to NetSuite. If you have that, that's fine. In case if you don't know it, it's fine. Manufacturing is a big, you can say a big chunk. It cannot be completed during this thing, and it's a bit complex as well. So in case if you want to go for manufacturing module, will be you can say covering some part of it, wherein we'll show you how the bombs can be created and all other stuff. But the manufacturing related process would not be covered, because not all people require those, right? And once you start implementing NetSuite, once you understand the basic navigations and all other things related to NetSuite, then you can start exploring the manufacturing module. And in case if you want to have a course related to it, we can conduct a manufacturing you can see course for you. That cannot be completed in these 20 sessions. It will require a lot of sessions on to get that completed. Basic in the sense, it will if we are using the basic word a lot, even if I'm saying basic, it's not like that you'll not be able to implement NetSuite for any customers. You'll understand a lot of stuff, a lot of things which you can use, and once you start exploring it, once you start using it, you can go deeper into it. But we'll touch base most of the things which are available into NetSuite, and then it will see everything requires a lot of homework and a lot of self-study as well. We'll be covering a lot of stuff, but until unless you do your homework or you do your sales training, it will not help you out. It's not leave about NetSuite or any other software. It's applicable for everything. Whatever you learn, you have to do some homework and some you can say self training once the session has been conducted. No, no one will allow you to go through the live implementations, right? How are they going to show you, expose all the data to you? No one, no organization in the you can say in the world will give you access to the real-time data. There will be some help, you can say access would be given to some demo instances, that's it, but it will have some you can say data into it, but it will not be a client data. You can go through it, you can practice, you can do everything that would be similar to a live project. I think that's it for today. Done with a lot of questions.